So today we're at Nmap basic port scans. When you scan a port, there are 6 states of the result. Open meaning the port is open, closed meaning the port is closed. Filter means the port might be filtered by the firewall. Unfiltered means the port is open. Unfiltered means Nmap cannot determine if the port is open or closed, but we know that the port is accessible. Or you can have a open filter or closed filter, means either one of them is true. Which service use UDP port 53? I think that's DNS. Port 22 is SH. How many port state is Nmap consider? So 6. Which port state is the most interesting to discover as a pen tester? I think it's open port. Okay. TCP flags. So we're looking at the TCP header right here. Each row is 4 bytes, and the header has 24 bytes. And by tweaking the flag in this red section over here, Nmap is able to send different kind of port scanning. There's 6 different flags: urgent, ACK, finish, reset, send, and fin. What 3 letters represent the reset flag? So that's gonna be RST. Which flag needs to be set when you initiate a TCP connection? Okay, TCP, the SIM flag. Cool. TCP Connect Scan. So in a TCP scan, this is how they work, right? Nmap send a SYN packet, the server send back, the host send back a SYN app packet if the port is open, and then the Nmap will send an app packet followed by a reset app packet to disconnect the whole connection, to tear down the whole connection. So you may ask, what happens if the port on the host is not open? Well, a closed TCP port responds to a SYN packet with a reset app to indicate that it is not open. So if you see on the Wireshark that you see a lot of reset app packet, like for example here, it means that port, so in this case 443, 256, 256, they're not open. And you see if the port is open, you're gonna get a SYN app packet. In this case 143, it is open. We can do a TCP scan by running this command, nmap-st. There's a fast mode, which is -f, that only scan port from 1000 to 100 most common port. So let's run this in our virtual machine. Paste it, go. So we have these port open. Which port number was closed in the scan above, but it's not open on this target? Okay, so who was closed? Let me see. So a closed port means a reset ACK, right? 443, 256, 256. Okay, no. Close. 8888. No, 256. .443. Not even 443. 256. What else? Okay, so wait, so those open. Which port number was closed in the scan above? Oh, in here. I mean here. So 22, 25, 80, 110 was missing. So 110 was not here. It was closed, but now it's open. I think that's the answer. What is Nmap's guess about the newly installed service? So how do we know state service? Oh, you mean 110. So there's newly installed service and it was POP3. That's right. TCP Sync Scan. So in TCP Connect Scan, you have probably see a problem. Why are we making a connection to the host when all we need to know is that it's alive, right? So when we got the SYN-ACK packet, basically we can just stop there. We don't have to make the connection to the host. So in TCP Sync Scan, that's what it does. It sends a SYN packet, we get a SYN-ACK packet, and then Nmap will send a reset packet to tear down the connection. And that is done by using the -ss option. This is how it looks like in Wireshark. So you can see SYN-ACK, ACK, and reset ACK. Now using sync connection, what's it called? TCP Sync Scan. In the Wireshark, we'll only see SYN-ACK, and reset. This is a better option in the sense of, since you're not logging in, you're not actually making a connection, you are less likely to be logged in the system. So, which is good, right? Because we want to be invincible. And TCP Sync Scan is a default scan mode when running an Nmap as a privileged user. Very reliable choice. Launch the virtual machine, use the terminal, execute this command. What is the new open port? Okay. Paste. 2225, 80, 110, 111, 143. These two are new. Where's the new open port? So I guess either one of them. iMaps. Wait, what? Some new server software has been installed since the last time we scanned it. Are we comparing to this one? I think so. Okay. 22, 25, 80, 110, 111, 143. So these two are new. What is the new open port? Doesn't make sense. There's only 4 letters. There's 4 letters, but this is only 3. Let's do it one more time. Let's make sure the IP is correct. 65, 154, 187. Yeah. What's wrong? I think I see what's wrong. Is it because we didn't run as a sudo? Let's see. Wait, it's the same. Because we were root anyway. I don't know. I want to say 993. 995. Maybe something wrong with the TryHackMe again. Let's try to run auto scan. Let's do was it ST? Yeah, ST. To do a 3-way handshake scan. See if that's gonna make a difference. So it's the same, huh? 110, 143. Yeah, it's the same. I think something's wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna skip this and maybe come back, circle back later. So UDP scan. UDP is a connectionless protocol. Okay, when you send a UDP packet to a closed port, you will get a ICMP port unreachable error. So you can determine that this port is closed, and that is done in Nmap by using -su option. But just because when you send a UDP packet and you didn't get any response, it doesn't mean it's necessarily open. It can mean that the port is being filtered. Okay, so we scan this machine, run this command, see what will happen. Oops. What? Okay. .184.187. So a new service has been installed. What is the UDP port that is now open? So we wait. So it's finally done, but it looks like the same. 68.111, 68.111. There's no new service. Okay, so UDP port scans takes longer than TCP ports. Yeah, I feel that. The -F was added to speed up the scan. Okay, scan 100 most common instead of 1000. We also added V to get an update as the scan progresses. But there's no new services though. No. Let me guess. No, okay, it's not working. Well, I don't know. I think something wrong with the TryHackMe again. I'm gonna just screenshot this, maybe come back later. Alrighty. So this task show you more how to tweak your Nmap packet and which give you more granular control over how you want to scan the port. So for example, you want to specify the port, you can do a -p, specify each port, or you can do a dash, give it a range. -p- will scan all of the port, and -f will scan most common 100 port. You can also control the timing by using -t. 0 as paranoid, the slowest scanning. -t5 is the insane mode, which will be the fastest scan. So if you don't specify any timing, Nmap is normal, which is -t3. -t4 is often used in CTF or when practicing hard scanning. -1 is the safest one, I would say. It's used in real engagement. And then you can choose to control the packet rate by using -m-in-rate number to control how many packets you want to send per second. What is the option scan all the TCP port? So it's going to be -p. This is 5000 to 5500. How can you ensure that Nmap will run at least 64 probes in parallel? Okay, so that's here. Control probing parallelization. So you can do -min -pi 64. Did I miss something? Oh, -- at the beginning. 64. What option would you add to make the Nmap very slow to parallel? So there's -t, very slow. So there's -t0. Summary. So here's a summary of the room. The mode, port scan mode, and also some flag that is convenient for us. Check. Okay, I will see you in the next room.